what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday afternoon if you're on my side of the world. If you're on the other side of the world, good morning and good evening. Well, I am back after a pretty short but long trip. I was gone for the last few days. I was in New Zealand and over in Auckland doing a little bit of exploring. Just needed some time off from work, time away from the States, and celebrated my birthday. So yeah, turned 1 year older on Friday, and still feeling pretty good. So that's all that matters, right? And I'm not one to say that the joint pains aren't there still, or that you know that that if I were to party hard, a hangover wouldn't happen a little bit more ferociously. But hey, we're here. Had some fun out there. Haven't gotten to it yet because I wanted to try to stay off my phone as much as possible and just take in the scenery and the beauty of what New Zealand has to offer. And looking forward to posting some photos and maybe some videos of some of the things I did over on Discord. But yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. Spent my time in Auckland. Went and checked out the an off-roading little thing over in Rotorua. Got to hang out there, have some local food at a little bakery. It was off. It wasn't even in the center of the town. It was like off in a residential area. So that was fun. And then the next day, what did we do the next day? Oh yeah, we checked out the glowworm caves just south of Waitomo, and went to a kiwi preserve. Oh, not really preserve or reservation. It's like this little kiwi farm where where they're trying to help bring back the populations just because it's declined so much over the past century. Uh, yeah, I got to hear a little bit of history about that place, and they had this full-size aviary where you can just walk in and be amongst the birds, and that was pretty crazy. Had a few parrots fly right past their heads, but they're definitely photogenic. They definitely posed, and it almost felt like I was in a paid actor studio where the birds knew what they had to do, and they did it. But yeah, that was pretty much most of my short adventure with my fiance, and we had a lot of fun out there. Had some pretty good food, and now we're back. We're back stateside, back to reality, and I'm back to streaming. So I figured, today, since I'm not really jet lagged, but I'm more awake than usual, and I have the day off from my regular job, decided, let's go ahead and stream a little earlier for our overseas crowd. Just because I know for some of you it gets a little bit more difficult to try to watch the video or watch the stream live once it's midnight for you, or 2 or 3 a.m. So this should make it a little bit easier to watch. But now let's get to the meat and potatoes of today's stream. So I wanted to start off by saying that so far this modded build of Modberg has been really my favorite way of building the city, just because it allows me to push past those I want to say limitations, but limitations set by City Skylines as a vanilla game. And it's just it allows you to kind of open your creative side a little bit more, just because it removes some rule sets and allows you to mess with the game a little bit more. And 3 of those that I wanted to touch on today, which hasn't really affected our city, or at least this city, but has affected our other town, was the service vehicles. So if you all remember, we used to have that issue on that 1-lane road where the road service truck would always tend to stop and fix the road and move on to the next little clip there, stop, fix the road, and it would cause a huge line of traffic. Well, I downloaded off of the Thunderstore app the Cities 2 Mods Service Vehicle AI, and what that does is it removes those waypoints, or it shortens those stops, depending on the vehicle that we're looking at. So like the maintenance car, you know, they just keep moving. They don't stop. So they will continue to fix the road without making any stops. So let's go ahead and take a look at our road condition. Let's turn that on. There we go. And that should have turned it on. Let's see. It could also be partially because I got the legacy flavor off. Oh, here's another neat mod is this one. Let me show you this real quick. So this is actually one of the older ones, but just going into legacy flavor, it allows you to set the time. So we can go back into daytime, and there we go. A few other things it allows you to do is turn off that that white background. So if y'all remember, when you go to place your zones, it turns the screen a bright white, makes it impossible to see the zoning areas. But with this mod on, turns that off. So let's go ahead and turn that back off, so that way you can see what that, or remember what that looks like. And that's what that looks like. So that might be why I don't have the ability. There we go. Didn't have the ability to see that because we turned off the whiteness. But let's try that again. See if that pops up.
It sure is. Common groceries. For twice the price, it's twice as nice.
Yeah, but if we do an Alt S, what is it? Alt S, I think, right? Let's double check. Yeah, Alt S. And we could just go back in here and should in theory be able to turn that back on. Oh wait, I think that was. Oh boy, hold on a sec. Alright, let's turn that off. Maybe I'll actually leave this on so I can see what it'll look like. Or at least what our road condition looks like. And our road condition is pretty much green all the way through. I'm not sure where that truck is going to turn around. Oh, I saw a heart just now. Look at that. That truck's going to have a long journey. Anywho, so that's one of the other mods. Traffic. Oh, another heart. I'm trying to remember what the hearts mean. Can't remember. Let's take a look here. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, that's the extended UI, or extended tooltip, or no, legacy flavor. Let's see. If it's enabled, info mode 1 will be set to this value. Oh, okay, let's try that. Okay, there you go. Alright, well, we could still deselect it by using I, so maybe I'll keep doing that. So yeah, there's that. You can change the color of the zones. You can make the zones a little bit less opaque, so that way it's easier to see. What else we got? I still want to have it kind of high. You change your colors of your zones. I kind of like the purple that we have with the new one, but you know, we're gonna keep that. I don't want to change it back. And then let's see, speed limit mod. So this is a new one. This is one that I was just kind of playing with a little bit, and I realized that the speed limits are really low. So if we were to look at what 42 miles per hour to kilometers per hour is, looking at about 67 kilometers, so that's not very fast for a highway. Now, in the game, we do have the option to raise that. However, I think you have to unlock that. So if we go into... it's one of these. yeah, so small city. Once we get to that point, we'll be able to unlock high-speed highways. But we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. So once we have our highway selected, we can then head over to our speed limit. Oops. Speed limit tool, 42, and we can up this. So let's say I want to make it 60. And, you know, depending on that, we may or may not see more traffic-related collisions. One other thing that I kind of realized was that on these higher bends, we're probably going to have more issues where we're going to have people losing control of their car, especially on a wet, rainy day like this. So what we'll do after fixing that, go in here and add a sound barrier to this side of the road. And only thing that's going to do is prevent vehicles from sliding off of the road into our residential area or into our commercial area, or vehicles coming in from the northbound side sliding into the southbound side. So let's go ahead and add our walls, and it's going to be a sound wall, which we don't have access to yet. Oh, so highways. Let's unlock highways, since we've got a bunch of points there. And you see we got a lot of different little nodes here, so I say we fix this first. Well, let's make sure we unlocked our highways. Yep, we did. So we'll fix that. So we got our 2-lane one-way highway. Let's just go straight from there to there. Degrees, where are you at? And we'll rotate that around over to this side. What's wrong there? Dead end? Alright, we'll build it the other way around. Highway. There we go. Alright, so that should prevent issues where people want to switch lanes a little bit too frequently. Let's get our sound barrier in here. Cool, cool. I know it looks a little silly. I think it does too. Just because they're so high up. But should prevent issues, hopefully. Can't say we've had issues, but I want to be able to prevent them before they start happening. This might be another good spot. If we look at road noise, let's go ahead and let's look at our noise pollution here. See, there's a little bit of noise production over here. Quite a bit over here. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we're not going to put sound walls over on here on this side, but I thought this on-ramp was going to be an issue, but it's not. So we're going to leave it as is. So, yeah, that is the speed limits mod. So if we take a look at it again, it should be set to 60 going all the way through, and that should carry all the way up here as well. So 60, and then there should be 60 out here too. Yep, cool. And we got a tornado. Nice. Alright, another one I want to fix is this one. 17 miles an hour is a little too slow, at least, well, especially for a collector road. So we're going to up that. not to 120, but we're going to do 30. So let's increase that to 30. There we go. And Oak Highways, it's already 35. So we'll do 30 there. Should continue all the way through. Yep, 30. Then we'll do 30 over here. And 30 is about what? 30 miles per 100 kilometers. I was just doing all the math when I was in New Zealand. I was like, all right, this is 100 kilometers. That's 60 miles an hour. This is 70. This is 40. Like, doing the math. Anyway, that's about 48 kilometers an hour. So that's not too bad. I realized some of the speeds out there were 30 kph. And that was just so slow for me. Because in the US, we're used to having pretty high, higher speeds. Like our residential speeds are roughly around 25 to 30 miles an hour. City speeds are anywhere 30 to 35 miles per hour. And highways can be, depending on what part of the highway or where it is, if it's in the city or if it's in a rural area, it can be anywhere between 55 to 70 miles an hour. So huge difference, because even like the highest highway speed out there was 110, and that's just 68 miles an hour. So it's just under 70 miles an hour. So it's pretty close. But alright. So we've got a few speeds updated. You know, we may see an improvement in our traffic as a result because people are going to kind of gravitate towards these roads just so that way they can get to their destinations a little quicker. Right now, I mean, this is the only way in and out of this area, so that's still going to be busy regardless. But yeah. Next up that we're going to bring up is the line tool Lite. So before I used to use the ducks in a row mod, but if y'all remember, we were having a little bit of difficulty using that. So I figured look into another one that's been brought up in other streams, and I figured, you know what, this one seems a little easier to use, and it does offer a little bit more, like it's a little bit user friendly. So if we look, you know, we can put things, end to end. We can do circles, so right around the roundabouts would be a lot easier. But yeah, so all we got to do to activate it is press the left control. Left control? Oh, control L, my bad. So control L, and there we go. There's our line tool. And here's our fence mode. So if we want to put it right up against the, oh, we've already got trees up against that fence. Well, let's say this one, right? Right now we can see that the trees are being placed pretty closely. Now if we want to increase that length, we can do it by increasing the spacing. So we can do 30 meters. We can do as low as 6.9 meters. So these trees are going to be right on top of each other, and the game isn't going to like that just because of the size of some of these trees. So I think the best really is going to be about 20 meters, and now I can't change that. Yes, we're going to do 20.9 meters. Alright, maybe if we max this out, it'd be kind of neat if you can just input your own distance rather than having to use the arrows. So maybe I'll make that suggestion in the mod, or make that suggestion over to the dev. But yeah, still a pretty cool tool. I think I'm going to be using that one quite a bit. So pulling that one up, yeah, I can see it's still Still stuck at that 0.9, but let's go ahead and place some down. Here we go. Yeah, so it's just a lot nicer to use because you can actually see your distances there. And not only that, you can pick the spacing. You can also do variable spacing, so if you want, and that's offset, so if you don't want to have the trees looking straight like that, you can have it offset a little bit. So that way, as you can see, it kind of varies it from one side of the line to the opposite side of the line. So it's not exactly a straight line. So it adds, I guess it makes it look a little bit more natural. But honestly, if you're just trying to make it look natural, then you may as well just plop a bunch of trees down like that. But in any case, that is one. We got some traffic over here. I think that might actually be a great space for a roundabout. So why don't we go ahead and plop a roundabout down here. And we'll do a medium one. Because that's about what we'll be able to fit. And we'll see what that does to help with traffic. Helps quite a bit. So cars are going to keep going. If we go ahead and look at our traffic, it should turn yellow once all those cars are all through there. Yeah, it's turning a little bit more red. But it's got to get worse before it gets a little better, right? Alright. Cool. So we got that. Another spot. Yeah, no, we're not going to do it there. Should be fine the rest of the way. I'm trying to remember, is that a medium one? No, that's a large. Do we want an extra large? No, I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we've got that mod. That is the line tool Lite. And we've already got over the speed limit one and the service vehicle AI. So yeah, those are the 3 new mods that I've implemented into the city since our last build last week. Curious to see what that does again to our traffic flow. Right now it's hovering around, let's call it 70. And it's not too bad. Condition 95% average, so condition's fine. Traffic volume, okay, so traffic flow is 60% here. So now we know. It's not great. It's not better out here either. It's actually pretty bad. So let's take a look and see what we can do to change that. So we don't have any street lights there. I think what we can do to help this is remove some of these crosswalks in the middle. I don't think we need that because we've got the crosswalks at the end. Yeah, we can get rid of this light here. Not going to need that. Shouldn't have any street lights there. Just click to remove just in case. And then let's go ahead and upgrade this. So we've already got a light here. We're going to do our protected left-hand turns first off, and then we're going to have our exclusive pedestrian phase. And let's get in here and do our dedicated turn lanes. So I'm going to make this one go left only. So go ahead and left. This is going to be left only. That's going to be obviously all 3. Let's go ahead and upgrade upgrade that to a 2-laner, or asymmetric 3-lane, I should say. And that's going to push all the cars off to the main road for parking. And then we'll come back in here and adjust our roads, or our lanes. There we go. So left only. That's going to be ahead and right. Not going to have any U-turns here. It's going to be ahead and right. It's going to be left only. And then let's make sure we don't have U-turn selected. We don't want to have any U-turns out here. Left, ahead and right. Perfect. Alright, so let's see how this works out now. Alright, and all the cars already went. Why does that say 50? Interesting. So does the mod actually lower the speed limit? I'll make this 35. If I can get to 35. Doesn't look like I can hit 35, so we will do 30 then. Alright. So let's see. Traffic. Alright. Yeah, we could definitely do a lot more to improve traffic flow in this area. I think definitely the buses should help. Let's go ahead and take a look at our usage. And we've got, it said 272, but this suggests that only 7 people are using it. Oh, 272 a month. There we go. So we've only got the one line. I think what I want to do also is get a public transport line to service Briarwood Crossing and come back over here. I think a good idea also would be to put a bus depot. So let's see what that's going to cost us. 150K, or a bus station, I mean. So 200,000. And then this will allow us to actually, ooh, that fits perfectly in there. Yeah, so I think we'll put that right in there. Right up against this road here. And then we'll move one of these bus stops away. Alright, so we've got, we gotta add a parking fee. There we go. Alright, and if you're just joining in the stream, my apologies. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fantastic. Feel free to hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, or feel free to introduce yourself in the live chat, say hello. If you got a suggestion, or if you want to give your input as to what we should add into our city, I am all ears. I'd love to hear your suggestions, because, you know, I like to make it all about the community, and in addition to what I want to plan in for the city. So yeah, let me know what you got. That's how we created, what did we do? What was a subscriber suggestion? I think it was how to bring the traffic over to this side, and even adding a viewing deck up here. Haven't seen a whole lot of money coming from that, if any. Uh-oh. Oh. These are deer. I thought it was, for a second, I thought it was those stray dogs. I haven't seen any stray dogs. I know a lot of people have been complaining about stray dogs, but yeah, now we're actually okay. All right. Oh, will this allow us to? Oh, we still can't put trees or anything in the middle of our roundabouts. Okay, so hopefully that comes as a fix later on, because it just makes sense. Okay, so we've got this. Let's go ahead and grab our bus line and drag this in here. Let's actually pick, there we go. So we got a bus stop there. I think we'll shift this one, no, we'll leave that there for now. And then we'll drag this waypoint and have them exit on this side as such. So that way the lines aren't crossing over each other, and it just goes in and back out the other way. Cool. So we're gonna do the same with another route, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna bring this over into our industrial area, and let's see, let's go ahead. Oh, that's a depot. Okay. Put a stop right over. Oh. Oh, you know what? We didn't add our bus stops. Let's do that first. So we got our EU stop signs. Let's go ahead and add a bus shelter right there. Hey, yeah, it's been a while. How you doing? Welcome back. What's new with you? We're gonna put stop right on the outside there. Stop right on the outside here. We're gonna loop it right around the viaduct here, or the what's it called? Blanking. Alright, stop there. And then it'll just go straight back in. So let's go ahead and start our bus line from this point now that we've got our stops in place. And this is going to be our first stop right over here. Second stop right there. Third, fourth, and fifth. And we're just going to bring it right back to our bus depot. And just to make sure the lines aren't crossing over each other, we're gonna have this one exit this way as well. So it'll exit the same way that this one's coming in. And we'll put our dedicated turning lane over here. There we go. So we got that. Dedicated turn lanes. That's looking fantastic. And then what we'll do is we'll turn off street lights here. So we're not going to need them there. And we should be fine. Cool. So we'll see if that improves our bus usage. So we'll take a look at that second line and see how many buses we have. We got 5, so that's a little bit too much. We'll go ahead and lower that to 3, which is the minimum. We'll leave the ticket price down. And we'll change that color. So we'll do orange, and we'll call this the Briarwood to Briarwood Depot line. Briarwood, alright, we'll call it main station. There we go. Then we'll call this line the... Yeah, we don't even have districts for this area. Alright, so we got to... Let's get some district names out here. Because we've only got the one district, and that's Pumpkin Bro... Or 2 districts, Briarwood Crossing and Pumpkin Bro. So let's turn off snapping to the middle of the road. And get kind of a bird's eye overhead view. And drag this along the road. Along Jan King Street. And let's actually turn off existing geometry in 90 degrees as well. Oh, whoops. Wrong street. Valley Street. Because that's all still part of this this district out here. So I really like this new district tool. It's a lot nicer to use than the one from City Skylines 1 because you can get a little bit more focused areas, building areas, than we could have ever dreamed of in CS1. There we go. Alright, so that's called Cedar Peak. We're going to change that. It's been very rainy in New York the past day. I can't imagine it's probably starting to get cold out there too, right? Here, Kat, why don't you go ahead and name this, I'll let you name this district. How about that? I'll give you that. It's been a minute since I seen you back, so you get to name the district. Then, in the meantime, let's go ahead and create some more districts. And let's see, district tool. Whoops. Create new area starting here. Yep. Go out here like that. And then right up to about here. Yeah, let's say right there. And boom, right there. Cooper Field. Now we're gonna rename that. Let's do trying to think here. Well, first off, let's get this. So we'll get recycling, roadside parking fee. Up that to 15. Energy consumption awareness. Oh wait, we'll have to add that to some of these other ones. That way we can lower our electricity costs. Yep, that's already got it on. People are struggling with rent. What? That wasn't an issue before. Wasn't an issue before. Efficiency. Alright. Alright, so the plan with this is that we'll have people using the green line, taking the green line to the bus station to hop on the yellow line to get to work. We'll see if that actually works that way. Alright. What's another thing we want to do here? So we've already got one district out here at Cooper Field. Let's go ahead and name this. Name it Cooper Park. Just go with that. Then, actually, I'm going to switch this up. So let's go ahead and remove that. Try to remove this node. Let's see if we can get in there. Might have been a bad idea. Oh, yep, there we go. Alright. So we'll keep Cooper Park over to just this area. So yeah, this area will be Cooper Park. We'll have this be something brand new. And we'll have it right about here. And this will just be our, call it our part of our financial slash shopping district. There we go. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and add these policies out here as well. Alright, cool. And then now, are we making money yet? Not quite yet. But let's go ahead and look at our taxes because people appear to be having issues being able to afford rent out here. So we're going to lower everything for the lower educated folks down by 1%. Since we don't have educated or well educated or highly educated people, not going to worry about that at this time. But hopefully we start seeing that go down. The issue with not having enough customers, let's go ahead and take a look. And we see a lot of our focus of customers is over in this area. So I think what we'll just do is rezone some of these. So we'll change that to an office building. Same thing out here. So let's go ahead and get rid of those buildings. And we'll just have that become offices. Simple as that. And then out here, again, most of our for some reason most of our customers are going to be out in this area. Yeah, for some reason they're out here in the woods. Like, what are they doing in the woods? I don't know. But that's just how they are. They're out in the woods. So let's go ahead and zone this all as commercial here, and luckily that's going to be on the main street. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing over on this side. If we take a look at our info view, we're going to put some more commercial over on this side here. And we're getting zoning on the wrong side here. Let's go ahead and use our trick. Y'all remember. I know it's kind of a bummer because I've already placed the dedicated turn lanes in there, but I think it would just be a lot easier to do it this way. There we go. And then that'll leave us the opportunity to upgrade these roads in the future. There we go. Alright. And we'll just have to go back in there and redo our lane mathematics. So ahead and right, perfect. So that's good. And then this one should, oh, and then this one should reset. There we go. Oh, that should be left only, and this should be ahead and right. Yep, there we go. This should be, it all changed. Okay, left only, ahead and right. Left only, ahead and right. And that's not a double lane. Okay. Let's try to fix, save that. Let's try to fix this one. Oh, we can't. Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. That should be fine. Alright. Cool. And then let's remove the parking. I really don't want parking on this road. So we'll extend the sidewalk by adding grass. And one side is not going to matter because there's already no parking on one side. So we'll just put grass and trees on both ends here. There you go. Grass and trees. Alright. And same thing out here. Grass and trees. That's not a problem there. Grass and trees. Alright. Looking pretty solid here. So you can see we got a huge residential demand. So let's start getting in some of these the split commercial residential buildings. See, all last night and early this morning it was heavy rain. Oof. Yeah, you know, I was actually thinking about making New York one of my stops. Just based on what you're saying about the weather, I'm kind of glad I didn't. But yeah, I miss New York. It's been at least 4 years since I think it's been 4 or 5 years since I went back there. Do miss it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun, great food, great nightlife. Just an overall fun place to be. Good place to be. Alright. Yeah, Kat, I need a district name if you want. I want to give you the opportunity to name Cedar Peak. Or we can leave it as Cedar Peak if that works. Yeah, that's an option too. Yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are. But we're going to use our mixed housing, our NA mixed housing out here. So we're going to get rid of all these commercial buildings. No, I didn't want to get rid of that. There we go. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's redo that. There we go. That's, I guess, a little better. Alright, and then we'll put a nice path right in the middle here. So we got 4 by 5. Just toss a path right down the center of this. Turn there. That. Now I don't want to have it snap to the sides of the building, so we'll turn that off. And boom, there we go. There we go. Alright, those are pretty tall, so they're kind of towering over that. It's a bit taller than I was expecting. Actually taller than the regular. Yeah, they are. You know, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. We'll leave it as is. We'll see how it looks moving forward, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and get some flowering bushes in here. Just add a little bit of color. We'll do wildflowers. Wild flowers. There we go. Let's use our line tool. I'm kind of regretting having that building there because I can't see. Alright, let's decrease this by down to 15 meters, 15.9 meters. Oh. Our offset is on. Bring this down to 10.9. bushes are actually pretty large, aren't they? So maybe we'll switch this up. I'm not sure. Let's see what our other tree options are. So we've got oak, wildflower bush 2. Let's try that. Get our line tool back out. I'm going to do from the edge of that building over to the edge of this building. There you go. And here, boom. So hopefully once we actually hit our, ooh, wow. Once we get into spring or fall, we'll start, oh, it is spring. I was going to say, once we get into spring, we'll start seeing a little bit more variation in the colors, but unfortunately, we're not yet. I see a ton of people using that parking lot, so I think it might be time to upgrade that. But since we can't actually upgrade the building, what we'll have to do is replace it. So let's see if we'll be able to fit our large parking lot without destroying other buildings, and unfortunately we are not. So what we could do is put in a small parking lot in here, which will fit. We're just going to lose some buildings, but we did just add a lot of residences, so honestly, if we don't hate these people, then we should add some parking for them. So we'll go ahead and do that. Again, we lost some businesses, but we're gaining residences. Population is going up. So we were at 1900, and we're currently at 2261, and that's just from adding 3 buildings. Crazy, huh? All right, and then we've single-handedly fixed our issue where we didn't have enough customers. That's no longer an issue, and it looks like we just have one person complaining about high rent. So I call that a win-win. Doing pretty well so far. Let's see how far we are from getting our high-density business and residential, and it looks like we have to be at our 9th milestone, which was small town, I believe. Oh, no, great town. There we go. So how far are we from that? We're roughly about 37,000 XP. So we got a ways to go. But there are a few other things we can add in. I think we should be able to hit some of these other milestones pretty easily. Now we've got that. You can see that there's a huge need for commercial in this area now. Huge need. Alright. Cool. So what can we continue to work on? We can continue on getting more residential out here. I was thinking about putting stuff here. I don't remember if we have a park out here. Yeah, we just got the one park. So I say we add another small park somewhere right around here, just for folks to be able to visit. So we're going to get rid of one street here, or one home here, but let's make sure we don't mess with the terrain too much. Oop. Just like that. Alright. So like I said, we're going to lose one home, unfortunately. Actually, we might lose more than one. We'll see how it looks. Yep, lost quite a few. But where we lost, we gained others, so I think it'll be fine at the end of the day. Alright, so we got that. Let's go park in here. And we'll plop that little guy right there. And we will add a, I think these are EU homes, right? Yeah, EU residential. So let's go ahead and select our EU residential. Turn that off. Boom. There we go. Boom. And boom. And boom. And boom. Alright. And you know, part of me wants to actually extend this out a little bit more. There we go. Turn that off. And we can get another house in here, so let's do that. Just gonna change the zones up a little bit. That's fine, that's fine. There we go. And then we want these people to be able to make it over to the park without having to walk all the way around. So let's grab our path in here and then make a hopefully subtle connection through here. Without any issues, we'll turn off all our snaps. There we go. Alright, so that's connected. That's not too far of a walk. But actually, we can add another home in here. Just a little small one. That should be fine. And let's see what other spots there are where we can kind of do that. We could extend this out as well. Or we could just bring a path out. Oh, it's not going to like that, huh? So we'll do a continuous path from here. Try to do a circle around this. Around Stonehenge. We'll see how it looks. Close enough. And we'll have connection here as well. Add a little bit more interconnectivity in here. Just like that. Alright. Again, that's not too far a walk. They can go around like that. Let's clean this up a little bit. Turn our snaps back on. Whoops. Up. That. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. We'll go ahead and add a whole bunch of trees out here. So we are going to need it. Just around like that. And we'll add some oak trees as well. Just to plop a few in there. And we'll just fill some of this in here as well. Add some birch. Throw some birch in the mix. As such, you know, we should get a nice wooded little area in here. Something that looks a little bit more natural. Because right now it's all kind of just unfilled. It just looks bare. So yeah, once the trees begin to mature, they'll start looking a lot better. And then, yeah, be all gravy. Let's fix some of these terrain heights here. Or brush size. Alright. Oh, my microphone's low? Alright, let me fix that real quick. I did notice I was having a little bit of an issue. I think that should be... Is that better? I want to say that should be a lot better. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I did an update, and that kind of messed with my audio settings. How's the music audio? Is that okay as well? Hopefully that sounds all right. All right, so we got a bunch of offices in this area. Let's go ahead and add a few more offices, actually. Add a little bit of commercial here. Just like that. Boom. Alright, Cedar Peak is looking pretty good. I do say so myself. I'm going to thin this out a little bit. Obviously can't thin that out because it's outside of the map area, but yeah, see how it looks. There we go. Awesome. Alright, really hope that sounds a lot better. Alright, so let's go back into it, and then let's see what else we can do. Looks like we still have room for a lot more residential and commercial. So I kind of like how these mixed-use buildings fill in. So I think we're going to start using that. Just that way we're kind of utilizing both things that are available to us. We'll get rid of some of these buildings. Alright, let's go in here. Oh wait, check our terrain real quick. Make sure we're not doing anything funky. It looks like we almost did. I'll drag this back. Ah, interesting. Alright, let's do this. Is it going to look like a retaining wall, or is it going to look... How's this going to look? Quite curious to see. Alright, so this definitely should be a key then. And this works out because it's going to add a rail there. Yep, that looks good. drag this back. And then, hey, why not just upgrade this all the way through? There we go. Right. You know what? Shoot. Let's put railings all the way across. Oh, that works a lot better. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's better. I dig that. Awesome. Alright, so let's get some more commercial out here, because we could definitely use it. Like that. And then we'll continue this collector road probably to about down here. Actually, no, we'll leave it there. That's gonna be the end of the collector road, I think. Haven't really put any thought into this. Kind of just going with the flow. Probably not the best way to build. Let's double check our measurements here. So turn off snap to sides building. So that is okay. Geometry, zoning cell length. Okay. So from center to center, it is 14.5 units. Alright, it's going to be 14.52. There we go. And we can see something's broken out here. Could also be our 14.52 unit length size. So let's change that up. Let's make sure we're doing whole numbers here. So I guess we'll have to do snap to zone length. Or 15.01. Whoops. Oh, 14. There we go. 14 and 15. We'll do 15. Yeah, I just don't like how it snaps from. There we go. Is that 90 degrees? Hold on. Yeah, was. Alright. So yeah, I think we're gonna still encounter a few issues with our zoning lengths. Oh man, this one's already almost full too. That's not great. But we'll start getting in some of our taller buildings in here once we get the opportunity to do so. Oh, it's doing that thing again. Alright, so we'll do that spacing there. Pathway, split this up. Turn off zone or snap to the sides of buildings. Let's put a path right down the center there. Like that. And just to bring this back so we can get the zoning over on this road, we'll do that. I think we'll just add another little path through there. Over to regular, commercial, and then office. And you're going to want to sprinkle some of these different zones in here just to add a little bit more variety and make it a little bit more realistic, especially when we're starting to get some taller buildings that are higher density. It's just going to make it look a little bit more, I guess, realistic, if you want to use a word or apply a word to it. So, yeah, just you want to vary your building types. You don't want to have skyscraper next to skyscraper next to skyscraper, because then it just stops looking real. It starts looking really fake. So we got a few of these in here. Let's go ahead and get some office buildings in here. So we can give some of these people areas to work. So do some 4x6s through here. I think we're gonna put a path in here somewhere. Let's go ahead and get some of the medium density housing, US medium density housing. I'm gonna stick a path right through here as such. I believe that's the firehouse there, so we'll just put a path directly through the back like that. And let's see, yeah, it's gonna, we can keep that within the building, so we'll just do a little commercial building there, a little commercial here. The rest we'll do some more of our medium density housing. That's going to be on the main street, so let's switch this up then. And now it moved it to the other street. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. There we go. How's this bus doing? Only got 2 passengers on there. Come on now. Oh, that's our welfare office. I was like, where are the passengers? There we go. So we got 2 passengers waiting there. Got 6 passengers on that one. So yeah, it was definitely a good call to drop that line down to just to 3 buses. So let's change our bus station name. Let's call it Valley Main, or Main Station, just for now, because it's going to be the only one. At least for now. Yeah, so we got our main station there. Had 0 vehicles parked there. Oh, we got a few parked there. Nice. Got high rent there, high rent there. Let's take a look and see. Alright, obviously there's no roadside parking fees, so they should be alright. Yeah, I think we're alright. I think we're doing fine. Let's see, Boomtown, we are almost at our next busy town. So let's just go ahead and start a little bit more. Let's get to zoning more. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in small enough buildings in there, but we'll see. It's not looking too bad. Let's do our street lights here. Let's upgrade this. So that one's going to be important. So we're going to do advanced split phasing, exclusive pedestrian phase. That, we're going to do left turn only, straight and right. Yep, left turn only here, and left turn only here. Ahead and right for all the other ones. So that should work pretty well. Let's go ahead and watch it really quick. Oh, we're not getting a lot of traffic there. Let's actually see another spot where we've got split phasing on the lights. Oh, let's go ahead and get rid of this stoplight. I think we should probably get rid of the crossings there and have a pedestrian bridge that goes over. Let's go ahead and see what it's gonna look like. Oh, we can see how a pedestrian almost got hit. So yeah, well, let's watch this for a second and see how it goes. Alright, so after watching people crossing over, I'm starting to see a few things we can benefit from. One, having a pathway shortcut through here. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Probably add one in here too. And then we're definitely going to need that bridge to cross over. So let's go ahead and get our arch bridge in here. See how that looks. Hopefully it looks pretty good. Hopefully. Alright, not tall enough. 1875. There we go. That's tall enough. And let's go ahead and pause this. We'll grab our curve tool. Bring that down, back down to earth. That. And we'll bring this down to earth. Slope too steep. See if we can get that edge there. Perfect. That was roughly, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares? Alright, let's grab our continuous curve tool. There we go, that looks a lot cleaner. And I actually want to get rid of that crosswalk there. There we go. And let's get rid of this crosswalk here. Get rid of that crosswalk there. And if people want to cross over, they're going to have to use that bridge. Hopefully that works a lot nicer. Alright, let's watch this and see how it goes. We should probably have a connection with that bus stop. I think that would definitely help here as well. up, 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 up. Are you parking there? No parking. Alright, let's grab a path here. That. And I really don't want any parking down here either. So we could just turn this into a 4-lane highway. I think we're going to do that. So I don't want that parking there. Oh, whoops. Now we got to do our water and power lines. Alright. My mistake. How is this overlapping? Hold on a sec. Should connect right up. Page down. Wait, is this not a highway segment? Hold on a second. No, that's a highway segment. What's the deal here? Oops. Alright, let's get rid of that first. And let's go in here and try to rebuild that. Overlapping items. Why? Is that overlapping? What? Okay. So I guess we just have to take it a little lower. That should be fixed. Oh, we gotta get power now. That is so strange. Oh, it's just broke. It's broken again? Oh, whoops. We get underground. Okay, I guess that works. Yeah, there we go. Alright, problem fixed, and now we got a lot of issues where people can't afford to live here. Like I said, fix one thing, break another. So let's watch this, see what happens. Got a few minutes here. So let's see what happens. Alright, so that appears to have fixed itself. Love it when that happens. Um, it's funny how just from breaking the power and the water connection, it's kind of ruined everything, but it came back. And I'm not sure how we don't have pedestrian connection here. This building's been here for a minute. So I guess we'll just bulldoze it. There we go. Nice big building. Alright. May as well fill this space in here as well. Some industrial. So we'll add a path here. Make that connection there. Straight path through there. Then curve path. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And this is starting to look a little busy here too, but yeah, I mean, it'll all eventually change once we have access to our ship. Oh yeah, we do have access to shipping. Okay. Let's take a look at our progression nodes, our development nodes. So let's see, water. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. So if we go in here, let's take a look. Yep, that's all we needed. Look at the size of this thing. It's gigantic. Wow. I was not expecting it to be that large. Oh boy. So pretty much everything we built we would have to destroy. Unless build something out here. No, we would have to destroy everything. Sheesh. Although can extend the land a little bit over to this side. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get our cargo harbor in here. I have to do some mega terraforming. Power lines going under there? Oh, I think there are. Okay, interesting. Alright, it kind of looks legit a little bit. There you go. Damn, this thing is huge though. Alright, let's turn off our snaps. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. That is mega. I really don't want to bring the land out that far. Wow. Chat, I was not expecting it to be this large. Not gonna lie. Oof. Big oof in the chat. Hmm. Well, A smart thing to do would be to put it over on this side actually, and then we can build a bridge over to this side because we've got our rail line in here. And rail and ships and cargo just makes sense when they all go together. I think having a bridge connection from there to there, no, probably from here to there would be best. Then we'd have to change all this up. We could turn this into a highway. Turn this into a highway. It just means traffic isn't going to flow very smoothly. But again, we could just put it right through there. Ah, man. Okay, let's just put it here. Let's put it on this side. And we'll regret the error of our ways in the future. That'll be a future Al Rivers problem. Future city planning problem. Alright, let's see. City building problem. We might be able to squeeze this in a little bit more. No, it ain't gonna work. Won't work there. Alright, let's take a look at our wind air pollution. Yeah, because I could just make all this kind of industrial, huh? Alright, well now we know. This area didn't go as planned. Oh. Try that back a bit. There we go. Yeah. Plan B. We'll have to plan B this one. Making a mess of the terrain out here. There we go. Alright. Well, we've increased our population. Still need to get our next milestone though. That is Busy Town. So let's look at our education. I know that's kind of, we haven't touched on that in a minute. Yeah, we need a high school. Need a high school. And we are going to need some poorly educated students at least. At the very least. So let's get a high school over in one of these areas. Now we've got a lot of residential over here, so it would make sense for us to put it right over here, where it's still pretty close. It is a high school, right? Yeah, high school. Right in there, and that works because it's not even. That's fine. That's fine. But we are going to have traffic issues here. I can already kind of sense it. So we're going to add paths here, and we're going to rotate these 2-lane roads like that, or asymmetric lanes like that. Got a bus stop here, so kids can essentially go out there. Getting off here. think we get rid of this stop. No, actually we'll leave it. We got demand for more medium density housing. See if we add it here. Let's get our paths through here real quick. Alright, there we go. Back through there. Alright, let's fix this up. So that's in the wrong spot. Here we go. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Cool, we got 52 students. That's a plus. Alright. Got us a little closer. We still need another 1,200 points to get to where we need to get. So, how can we trick the game? Trick it by placing some either some city service buildings or placing parks. So let's take a look. Parks. Don't have the money for a lot of these. They're pretty large buildings, so we won't get into that too much. But large plaza would have been nice. Let's see if we can fit. Not a campfire site. Dog park. Yeah, that'll fit right there. Put it there where it's centered. And we can fit our small park right. Nope, not right in there. We can fit a playground, I know that. Maybe we'll just leave the one small dog park in there. Alright, our monthly balance has improved a little bit, so that's good. Let's take a look at our residential. Well educated, still none. Got the high paying jobs, but yeah, still not great. Yeah, we definitely fit some more commercial in here, so let's do that. Alright, let's put a path through here. Same thing, we're just going to keep people from having to walk all the way around. What's going on here? Something funky with the zoning. There we go. That fixed it. Alright, then once we start getting access to the high density commercial, we can start putting those on this main street. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the traffic is like now that we've made all these changes, and it's looking a little better. It's I mean, it wasn't green before. It looks like the issue we're having now is over here. So let's take a look at what street lights we put in. And we got the exclusive pedestrian phase, so that's fine. Protected left turns. Let's do advanced split phasing. See if that's going to help at all. let's just watch that for a moment. Yeah, we're gonna switch that back to protected left turn lanes or left turns. So go ahead and save that. Just because we've got our dedicated left turn lanes, I think it's gonna work out better. I just realized that wasn't zoned in. Ah! It's already level 3. Alright, that's fine. We don't have to zone that in. So we'll take that out. Yeah, we could put there. Some trees. Do some hickory trees. Let's do Control L. Got our line tool up in here. And we'll increase it from 10 meters. Let's do 15. Find the right spot. There we go. Right. Oh, you know, let's try that. I haven't tried that. I haven't messed with that yet. That's just gonna be the tree rotations. That way, the trees aren't all facing the same direction. Ooh, I like that. Oh crap, and we got trees on the side of the road there. That could be an issue. Other than that, it's looking pretty good. Ooh, busy town. There we go. There we go. So, kind of curious what we can start looking into. Obviously, I do want to get that cargo ship yard or the cargo harbor in there. We've got 13 development points, so there's quite a bit we can add to this. We can do trains and trams. We can start creating our own electricity. We've got the money for it. We could take our own trash too. That's another thing. If we look at our monthly costs, let's go ahead and take a look. So recycling center is going to cost us 160K a month to upkeep. And right now we're spending roughly service trade 43,000. That includes electricity too. So yeah. It's actually a lot cheaper. But if y'all remember from our other city, Chillum, which is called Juicetown now, you'll remember that we were actually making a considerable amount of money from just creating our own electricity and exporting our own electricity. So a lot could be said there. that's something we'll have to look forward to in the future. In addition to growing our education system and using some of our signature buildings, because I definitely want to use some of these, but we have to get there first. I don't understand how we don't have some of these yet. Crazy. Low density. Yeah, maybe we'll aim for some of these signature building milestones next time. But for now, that's going to do for me. Ooh, we got a crash. A solo bus crash. Alright, why don't we do this? We're going to put a service road here for emergencies vehicles. I'm going to make that emergency vehicles only. And that'd be kind of neat. I don't think it's going to happen, so we'll leave it. And this is pretty short. So let's go ahead and upgrade this a little further. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. And now the truck is broken. Alright, we're going to do the same thing out here. Let's go ahead and upgrade that a little further back. There we go. And what is this truck doing? Securing accident site from way over there? Sheesh. Oh man. It's causing a lot of traffic. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. It's taking forever to clear that. There we go. Man. That took a minute. Alright, but it's all fixed. And I think that's going to do it for tonight. We can see some of the trees starting to grow in. That's nice. Cedar Peak is looking good, which we still need to rename, folks. So if you got any name suggestions, go ahead and put it in the comments section. And yeah, I'll change it up. By the way, chat, thank you for the likes. If you enjoyed the content, let me know. If you got a suggestion, let me know as well. Heck, if you want to just put an emoji, you can do that. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all for joining in on this early stream session for this afternoon. I am expecting to be live again tomorrow, just to kind of make up for lost time while I was out of town, and just to give you guys a little bit more to watch, a little bit more content, just keep y'all engaged and stuff, you know? So make sure to have your notifications on. So double check and make sure that bell icon is clicked. And if that bell icon is not clicked, that means you are not subscribed. So make sure you subscribe so that way you can tune in, check out some more of the streams, some more of the videos that are out there. And I will catch you next time. Cool. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.